Number 1, blending. So pick any color you want. And I want you to press, not like this. It shouldn't look like crayon. I want you to press heavy. Get a lot of pastel down. You can feel the oil that way. When you get that done, I want you to take your finger, and this is the best tool we have, and we're gonna blend it, and it helps get rid of those white spots in there. So that is number 1. Number 2, it says overlay, color with one color, and choose the second color, color over the base color with the broad side of the stick. So I'm gonna pick a blue this time, and I'm gonna press down. Then I'm gonna take a yellow and color over it. You can go the same direction, you can go opposite directions. I think I'm gonna go opposite and see. So I'm putting yellow down. What happened? Doesn't look yellow to me. Yeah, it turned green, didn't it? It makes pastel a little dirty. You can always take a Kleenex. We'll wipe it off to get it clean again. Also, I like to blend it a little bit. You don't have to do that, but I like that. That's number 2. Number 3, you can make dots with this. So you could take, and you can actually use more than one color, but you can just make little dots with this. It doesn't work so well with marker because it ruins the tip, but I like to do this with several colors, and they kind of blend together. Okay, so that is stickly number 3. Number 4, color with light color. So I think I'm gonna do peach this time. And then you're gonna press heavy. Again, you don't have to go to the edge. Okay, when you get that done, then use darker color over the top of it. So maybe I do a darker blue over the top of that. Then scratch on top with a wooden stylus, but you can actually use about anything, pencil or something like that. But I can see what's taking the blue off so we can see the color underneath. That is the scratching part. Masking is number 5. It says color with one color. So many choices. Maybe I do this color. Pressing down. Trying to get rid of some of those white spots. Then it says lay a sheet of paper over the first color and color with the second color. So I'm gonna lay it down kind of at an angle, and let's see what color. Maybe I'll stick with tans and browns. And now I'm gonna color over the top of it. What do you think is gonna happen? Let's see. That makes a nice crisp line in there. That was number 5. Number 6, we are mixing these colors together. So the first one says red and green. So I'm gonna put red down. This time I don't have to put it as heavy because we're gonna have 2 colors. And then green. Okay, then I'm gonna take my finger and mix it together. Now it says we're creating a neutral. It does have kind of a brown look to it, doesn't it? These are colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel. And when you mix them together, it kind of gets a muddier color. We're gonna do the same thing with yellow, violet, and red, orange. You can go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go on to here. This just says using the tip and the side. So I'm gonna grab my orange, and tip would just be like the straight edge, okay? Now the side, or this, just makes a thicker line. I probably should have done it that way. So thin and thick. So the thin, you have to use kind of the edge of it. Then making a tint. So a tint is any color you want plus white. So I'm gonna take this blue. White is my favorite color to mix with because it mixes with anything. So if I add it on top, I'm gonna add it. See how it's changing it, making it lighter here? You could do the whole way or you can do halfway. And then a shade. Shade, let's do the same thing. We're gonna use the same blue. You don't have to, you can switch colors. This time, I'm gonna add black on this half. I'm gonna blend it a little bit. See how it's darker blue and then lighter blue. Black, you have to be careful because a lot of times black overtakes the other color. Okay, and number 9, we are mixing intermediate color with a primary color and a secondary color. This gets a little confusing because it's the first time we've ever heard this word intermediate color. Primary color, what are primary colors? If you said red, yellow, blue, you are correct. I'm gonna use yellow, and I'm gonna color here. Now, a secondary color. And I'm gonna pick one that's around yellow. So I gotta pick either orange or green. I think I'm gonna do orange. Okay, now, an intermediate color between yellow and orange is yellow-orange. So I actually do have one. It's not quite as orange as this. It's got a little bit of yellow into it, and I can put that in here too. And I can actually overlap them a little bit. This is where I think it's fun to mix. So I'm gonna go into the yellow just a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna use my favorite tool, finger, and I'm gonna just blend this. Just see how it blends so nicely. So oil pastels can be really fun. It makes your fingers a little bit dirty. We'll clean them at the end, so have fun.